second day how they played out because it's a best of three series, leaving only one game and the point for them to get it. How they move was just so passive, and they're just going to find a great moment after that one war. It's just done.
Yeah, you're right about that one. But yeah, we're coming for the second battle at Pink Face, ladies and gentlemen. This is GPS Basreng against our Mika once again. Once again. This is a final lower bracket. I welcome everyone that just joining Unipin Ladies Series Southeast Asia Championship 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a playoff day. This is the final lower bracket. First game was taken, done and dusted, and helped by GPX Basreng, our Mika. Now, in the disadvantage situation, but needs to work on that. Batting over the Nolan along with the Guinevere, while for GPX staying in the first pick, still batting over the Kaja along with the Basha.
Okay, so far still a template pick and also the template ban that they need to work to do so. And I would say that they could also ban off that Martis or even a Matilda. In fact, for a support hero that they're going to have to face in. And on the second, Mika banned off that Joy because simply both teams just don't really want each other to use it.
Yeah, as simple as that one. But yeah, with that Matilda being bad, it's like 3 hero for the side of Gyogor. 3 hero or even that can be used by Tan as well. So they're eliminating the possibility of Tan using the using the Bestia, because Fredrin has been used in the first game. So we will know what kind of hero that she will be picking for this. Akai is still on options here for the side of Mika, but first pick first, coming from GPX Basreng without Joy, what kind of things they will try to pick here? And it's on Arlot. Actually, I didn't see this one coming because it was a priority for GPX Basreng in the early stage. It is still a good options, but I didn't see that coming.
As a first pick though, I wouldn't say that Arlot is one of the prio picks here, but then again, maybe securing onto that with the final slash during that war would be actually really nice. And Tan just secured that Martis. See, I was just saying it. If you don't ban this hero out, one of each of the teams will just use it. Because TPX Basreng got to use the Martis in the first place and they didn't even get to ban it, it's just an auto use for RQ.
Definitely. I mean, like most of the times when whoever pick over the Martyrs get the win. So it's still a very good options to be picked here by the side of our Mika. And I do like how they are not only having the Martyrs, but also having that Novaria on their hand, which is going to be a very huge things here. I mean, the vision that can they bring out along with that Martyrs with the Mortal Coil, with that Ashura Aura, even the Decimation. GBX Basreng need to watch out, but they are pretty smart enough to actually answering that one with the signature of Chinchao. I thought it will be a different kind of hero here. I mean, like the escape kind of hero, Cloud, actually gonna be a good option for GPX. I was about to say that one, but with the one that is already being picked here, it means that they might be going for a quiet, aggressive movement. They need something, a Kufra that might be picked here by GPX Basreng, because I do feel like they need someone to help initiating the game. It's either Atlas or even even going for Kufra or Ruby, any kind of a setup that can be brought later by the side of GPX Basreng. But a Pophius ban is a smart ban coming from GPX.
I just wanted to exclaim that Povius, and they've just done it. Okay, that predicting was just predicted.
Yeah.
And so far from Mika, banning out maybe another support hero would be actually good, because if there's already a fair miss, it would be a very hard thing. And then to counter onto that, they didn't get the chance to use that Valentina anymore. They've used that in the first place, and then this was so valuable to them. I might say it's not just copying in the time journey right in the front, but if they try to use the Valentina in this game, I might say it would be another crazier match.
Ooh, a Franco ban here. respecting tall with that kind of hero. It is super good one, but Minotaur bad here. They want something. They don't want something that can have like encounter movement with that Minoan Fury. So it's a good ban actually coming from the side of the side of GPX. But with that Minotaur that has been banned, Mika with that Franco as well. It means that from the side of Mika, they need to try to reveal what kind of roamer that they will try to use for this. Or at least with that Arlot that already being picked by GPX Basreng, you can try to counter it back maybe with a Uranus, with that kind of hero, or even Lapu Lapu. Lapu Lapu is gonna be a good setup for Mika. It will help up another CC, but it's a Paquito pick. It's actually a good one to be focused on one hero.
Yes, it's still a viable pick though, but yeah, bursting down to a lot, it's just went on too much though.
Yeah.
But so far, securing onto that SS, I've just said that again. Oh my god. If you have to support, it's just too much. Okay, they're really going on with a heavy team fight thing. 2 supports. OMG.
So we will see what is actually gonna happen with that Veramis Astes. This is a cheesy strats coming from the side of GPX Basreng. Well, for our Mika, what is gonna be the answer for this? It's a big team fight. Are they gonna be going for that spread out losing moment here? Or what kind of things that we'll try to bring out from our Mika side?
But okay,
ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be last pick coming from Mika. It's going to be a CC, a big CC.
oh ho ho ho, that crossbow tank would just be counteract. But I might say it would be a hard pick though, because GPX Basreng is just securing onto 2 supports, prolonging that team fight.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it gonna be like that coming from the side of GPX with those drop? I mean, like Faramis Astas is big thing. You know, it's a basic. It's CG strats. Is it CG strats coming from?
See you in this next game. I like a double support actually onto the ward that we're going to see today in game number 2. GPX Basreng versus Mika.
Oh ho! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second game of Bass of 3 series. So yeah, based on the draft, to be honest, the GPX Basreng draft with that Veramis and Astas, to be honest, it is a good.
It's just too
pick.
much of a combination though.
But I do like the Lolita pick. Let me be honest with that. I mean, like if you're talking about Veramis along with Astas and Astas, it's definitely gonna be get dropped. So a Lolita, it was like a huge thing. Like with that Numenon Blast, it will be causing so much trouble if GPX unable to avoid that moment. Only Chinchao will be able to use the Needle of Flower to get out from that particular big fight with that Numenon Blast. But the Flicker that has been chosen by Vuni along with Tal is actually gonna helping them to try to get out of the zone of the Numenon Blast.
Well, so far, I might say this is the meta that I've been telling you guys in the first day. The walking base meta.
It's, you know what? To be honest, it's a 50-50 for me. I might say that the drop coming for the side of GPX is pretty huge. But back again, imagine that they will having like a very good Numenon Blast and it will follow up by Tan using the Botacoin Decimation and the Astral. And then there is the Nibiru Spacious. So that's why I was contemplating like which one is the best draft for now. I want to say RQ, but also like on the other hand, if the GZ strats coming from GPX is also like the thing. So yeah, that's why.
Okay, but then again, it's okay. We have to play it calm because Mika just secured that first turtle. Clean slate just like that. Even though Caramel is just trying to farm a bit of a mishap on that bottom lane, it's going to find a great way also. But Caramel has to dash out again from Mika needs to reset that red buff. They didn't really commit to get that. They just really wanted Caramel to farm late.
Look at that. Look at that. The difference of level. Right now, Martis is still on the lead compared to Caramel that reached level 4 here. Even taking over the orange buff was taking some of the time here for the side of GPX. Our Mika is actually leading by 1,000 gold so far. This is just a very convincing moment, but back again here, GPX, they are trying to get over the purple buff, but Gyokoi, she knows what she needs to do. She's just playing around, rotating around, giving information, and even holding out the damage coming from the side of GPX, but for not for long, I guess. Gyokoi was forced to get back. Chinchao coming, try to give out the damage to the side of Gyokoi, but Gyokoi, okay, it was like, okay, I can handle it up. I have the courage for work to hold it.
Okay, but so far, that Novaria again, the classic map hack still needs to be watched out because that Paquito, I might say, even though she's playing the EXP, that is just pure on sneaky beaky.
Yeah, sneaky, peeky, sneaky movement for the side, but in the top lane, we are seeing that actually Chin Chao still trying to get something, still trying to get some movement right here to get on the move.
Okay, and so far from our Mika just finding out a great way, trying to put on a good setup because that turtle is going to emerge here in 5 seconds. Pinning it down again, pinning it down. Even GPX Basreng is just ready to contest that too. Let's see, in the turtle pit, Caramel has already started in, but Lele so far is just trying to pick off a good fight. Which other is going to pick off again with the blessing of the moon goddess going in with the luminous blast, getting on to 2 people, but then again that nether realm is silenced down with the cancelled out skill from Gyogoi and also Lele, and that secures RQ Mika's turtle. Another clean one, they got to do that, but this time there is a bit of a competition.
That is interesting coming from the side of GPX right now. They are struggling very hard. Like, they are keeping how to play around with the movement, with the drop from the side of GPX, and Caramel not having her best moment here to farm to get what she wants, and that orange buff still able to be secured, but Gyogoi being dragged back here, and I think Gyogoi might be going on the hand of Team GPX Basreng, but Violet is the one that is there. I don't think that she will be having enough damage to do so because that Lolita is still able to dash back and try to save herself.
But on the other hand though, that Paquito almost got picked off, and I might say Lele is just very powerful right in the early final slash, going in again, trying to find a great way, but a follow-up from Caramel, 1 versus 2, a bit of a taunt, but Lele couldn't really survive this hit.
Yeah. And you see that actually it's 6 minutes inside of the game right now, but the gold lead is like 2,000 on the head of our Mika, and she's trying to, they try to try to lead something at this point, but it's 40 seconds into the next turtle, and back on the result of Tan is just like always playing objectively. That's why from the side of Mika, they will try to go on the top lane here, try to zone out, and maybe try to pick up somebody from the side of GPX Basreng before they try to reach for that turtle. The question is, will GPX try to go and initiate over that, or maybe they will try to do this, they will try to chase for Tele, but Lily still able to survive and not being picked in the bottom lane.
That passive got in just right in time. And finding out the third turtle that RQ Mika has started again, they've just tried to find in a great maneuver around, but because GPX Basreng needs to work it out. And so far, 3 turtles has been secured by RQ Mika. 2 nice and 2 clean.
Yeah, and now in the bottom lane, Violet was trying to hold it up, but look at that one. RQ now is zoning out the players from the side of GPX. GPX being caged up a little bit and slowing the progress from this Caramel. Caramel, after being one time being picked up, it was like a pretty good time for Ash to try to climb up of the gold. And look at Caramel will be the one that is holding the damage, but Tal is still there though with that heal. And Lily, this is the job that can what she did. You know, she's trying to maybe winning over the lane here because Arlott will do the split push on the other hand. Well, we see that actually the item coming from Ash is Blade of Despair has been done, maybe going directly to the Malefic Warfare of the Gyokoi. She's going for the Dominance Eyes. And that Fermi is already finishing up over the Enchanted Talisman, going for the Lightning Transient and the Aura Endless, the Thunder Belt, I mean, along with the Novaria that might be going for the Enchanted Talisman after finishing off the Lightning Transient. So far, the items are pretty good here, despite that Tan is like having a quiet hybrid. After the Hunter Strike, she's going for the Dreadnought Armor, maybe going for Antikyras or the other else.
But on the bottom lane, try to barge in on a siege to 4 people. Caramel didn't even really got the chance to defend that turret. It's just full blown out. But once again, a bit of a mirroring that has happened in the top lane also. 1-1 used by Jinchao can actually take down one of the turrets. So far, they both just need to focus more on the objective cleared here. And they are going to do with that tactic that we've seen in the first and also the second day. Slow but steady, but they are going to get that objective. They're going to get that point. So I might say this might take a while with a bit of a war here, starting in Yogoi being in the front line here with the Bennett's Rage, taking it down. Funi needs to be down too, but both supports are picked off. But that by that one ultimate and leaving that RQ, Mika is going to start that Lord here, zoning out Violet and also Funi trying to charge in here with the Shadow Stampede and Lele. Okay, another round popped it again with a Numinous Blast getting in on the side of GPX and a killing spree for both sides of the team. A Decimation is being the one securing the kill, leaving that taking down 2 people from GPX Basreng, needing to force out a good defense from them. It's just 2 heroes here. That 2 support didn't really get the chance to shine.
You know what? It was pretty hard for GPX Basreng. They don't have a true initiator for this. They only depending on Caramel and try to heal her up using the Blessing of the Moon Goddess, and along with that Nether Realm. And Violet will be trying to, okay, I will try to dash around, try to initiate something, but it was like without a CC. They really need a big initiator with a big CC or something else, especially going with a hero such as like Lele or even Ash. Ash was like having a really great time here. No one able to jump in and try to chase her down. Look at that one. Who is going to be the diver here? Is it going to be the Violet? If Violet tried to dive in, there will be Tan, there will be Lily, there will be Yogoi that is helping up everything. But look at that. Violet trying to dive in, and Livy will be the main target right here. Livy will be able to be picked up, but Violet will not be chased down since that there is a Gyokoi that is being tried to be caged up by. On the other hand, we're seeing that actually Lele able to punish Funi, so it's a fair trade to be honest.
And other than that leaving Jinchao, the one clearing up that Lord, would just take a few of time. So that's why when RQ Mika got the chance to dive in, it would be a problem here. But Lele guards to barge in the front, and with Violet supported by the SS, it would just be a problem. Yogoi being started here right in the front. Bennett's Rage turning it down, leaving Jinchao half of the HP, but still bit of a barge in Nibiru's Passion onto the fight. A bit of a flank here from Lele, and a final slash to follow that up. Again, another realm has been popped off with that Numinous Blast. Needs to be very, very careful, but yet again, not successful. Haven't really get to stun anybody, but that Blessing of the Moon Goddess got to heal the Arlet.
Oh, that Lily is just like, okay, I'm gonna be focusing over to play objectively, but we need to see how this Jinchao will able to shine. Yeah, so far we haven't seen a crossbow attack or big team fight coming from the side of GPX Basreng. So I wonder, is it their time already? Like, this is the mid game, while we see the gap is not too far. It's like 3,000 gold differences here, and Tan now playing super aggressive towards Caramel, and even Violet Decimation has been used, taking 1 kill right here, securing the moment. Well, Blessing of the Moon Goddess have been used by the side of Tall. We see the items right now. Martis finishing off the Sky of Guardian helmet are still like played as well. While for this Red Rain, still trying to use the blade armor, thunder belt, maybe going for dominance to try to avoid from the side of Arakimika.
Okay, Luminous Blast opening up onto the back line with the Nether Realm popped in again with the Shadow Stampede pulling Lele onto the back line again with that crossbow tank being countered down by Gyogoi. Jin Chao needs to move back and then again that is just too power. Blessing of the Moon Goddess just saved too much in a nick of time so that Arakimika just has been successful taking down Caramel.
3 to the 8 right here, and Mika leading by 3,000 gold so far, and it was looking good for them, to be honest.
Who wants to top up and get that skin for yourself? And not to mention that we are going back onto the game because the troubleshooting is finally done. Funi needs to pick off and broke off that flicker right in the middle, but then again, Mika securing another Lord because GPX Basreng really needs to up their game for that defense.
It's 3 to the 8, 1 and 0 for GPX Basreng. 30 minutes so far, 4,000 gold lead on the hand of Mika, and now Mika will go and march with the Lord on the top lane here. And based on the items, actually this ass is looking so scary with the Husk Claw, with all of the things, but that Chinchao with the Demon Hunter Sword actually having enough damage to go for Arakimika. The question is how she will be able to do that without a big initiate.
Okay, a bit of a deal breaker here. Lord marching in onto the top lane. Caramel trying to fight it again. Funi going into the to the first line again with Menace Rage. They all get the chance to dodge that out. Lord is just pretty secured, being able to slow down players from Mika. But that Lord tried to secure their main objective. It's one of the inner turrets they've got to be taken down too.
Yeah. And now they are still trying to hold up for their high ground here, while the rest of the player coming from the side of RQ, they are waiting for their chances, baiting up GPS Basreng to get up from the base. They are trying to cage it up, but look at that Violet. She was like, nope, I'm not gonna be bait out. I'm just gonna I'm gonna poke you around, dashing back, try to bait you to open up and try to counter it with all of the members coming from GPX Basreng. They still have the Nether Realm. They still have the Blessing of the Moon Goddess, so they are all good. But Levi with that Astral to have all the vision towards GPS Basreng, he's just like, okay, you wanna wait? Don't worry, I still got the information from behind.
Okay, Astral Eco actually just pulled out a lot of information here. And I might say both teams are just trying to bait here and bait there. So this is technically a fishing game.
Yeah, it is. It is a fishing game. But who will get baited? Who will get baited? Who will get that things? Gyogoi doing some advanced movement. It's also like you need an immortality, so she finish it off because she is also one of the initiated that is needed by the side of Arakimika. A radiant armor for Caramel to hold the damage coming from the side of Mika, especially Livy and also Ash here. So right now, it's another Lord that is going to be appearing in the Land of Dawn. It's the third Lord. It's getting later to the game here. I don't think like it's a time for commenting about the item because I think most of the players having like full item already, especially the gold. Wait.
Okay, getting in, trying to budge out a way because Mika is going to start that Lord here. Caramel walks her way up to that Astral Eco, finding out a good way. That final sweep didn't really get anybody, but Caramel dealing all of that damage right in the middle, leaving that Blessing of the Moon Goddess trying to help in, still hasn't been baited out. And even that Nether Realm haven't really been popped off also, because it will be just a huge war. Other than securing the Lord, the thing is you have to bait out two support heroes. Both other than support heroes, they need to bait out that ultimate, so they would have more information there. Astro Eco is kept on being popped off so that Mika in all times know where the presence of GPX Basreng is. Caramel tried to initiate, but sadly didn't really got to joust anyone from Mika. trying to start into that Lord, trying to bait in again, but then again, it will be just an island battle onto that Lord pit.
No, they really want to be. Karma really needs to be the one who open it up. But look at that one. Hyokoi know what she wants. He's aiming for Violet. Violet is looking very low here. Caramel jumping and doing some taunts. Maybe no, she's not. Numena's Blast connected to one member, but Blessing of the Moon Goddess has been opened up. Need to be patient. Look at that one. Another amazing movement, but killing spree coming from that. And that realm is there. Caramel going from behind here. Violet is still trying to hold up the damage coming from Ash, but not for so long because Leafy will finish her off.
There's just too much going on. The Nether Realm popped in right at a good time. The Blessing of the Moon Goddess popped into the blue right time. But from RQ Mika, they've just given on too much damage. That both heals didn't really got the chance to like have a redemption on that.
Redemption, but it's two members being picked off again, and Lord, that is marching from the top of the sides of RQ Mika. So we know that actually with this point, you know, RQ was having a bigger chance to win this game actually compared to GPX that is now like on the edge. To be honest, with all of the movement coming from RQ Mika, GPX needs to wait for a mistake that can be made by Mika, which is quite hard because all of the information is given by the presence of Living.
Okay, that Bennett's Rage has been popped off again, but the Lord with the Numinous Blast charging in didn't really get anybody, but that base turret is taken down on the middle lane. Not to forget that the Lord is being the one marching here, just barging, and in the nick of time, still got to save that. But let's not forget that super minions are trying to force their way in, marching into that base, and it would be a harder problem for GPX Basreng to clear out because they need more time. But RQ Mika is just so patient to buy the time and find a way good target.
Yeah. But you know what, like GPX, like, I'm trying to hold it up, so I will try to do something regarding this. I'm not gonna try to force it, let Mika having the chances to go on the finals. I still want to go for it. I still want to try to put the movement in the hand of GPX Basreng. But it was painful.
That's just painful. Nasty. No, other than painful, that's just nasty.
It is.
Oh my stars. Okay, from RQ Mika, find a great way here, trying to find a an opening to take down one of the players from GPX Basreng. Location revealed by the Astral Eco, but so far still cool. Calm collected. Caramel tried to punch in again, but a stun from Gyogor to cancel out that initiation. And so far GPX Basreng is just pulled out, I might say. They need to just wait for the good time. Chinchao cannot be picked off. And remember that the Lord is going to be here in 30 seconds. I don't think that they can even put up that much of a good fight to contest that Lord here. So finding a great way. Even Chinchao is actually needed to be of a heal. Yogoi being in the front line here, finding out information, trying to be eliminated by Booty, but a bit of a commitment here going on with Tan. With the Numinous Blast getting on to two people, and also the Blessing of the Moon Goddess with the Nether Realm popped in again, with Chinchao following up from the back line again. Lele. The minion on in the base, they really need to put on that, but Lele sneaky beakily still paying a bit of a peekaboo there. It needs to find a great way. Okay, but on the top side, that Lord is just started by RQ Mika, and they wouldn't even let 1-1 get close to that Lord though. Lele is just hiding out. Bit of a location reveal, popping off to Caramel, being in the front line, taking a lot of damage, and yet again, Chinchao is just going on a bit of a stun, but even Ash got the Lord here with the Astral Eco opening up onto the side of everybody. Numinous Blast charging in again, but Tan with Immortality has been blocked up by Lele from the backline again, popping it off with a bit of a shutdown by the Faramis. It's just too much. This is the moment where GPX Basreng actually secured 2 kills from RQ Mika.
They are able to secure 2 kills here, but the Lord will still marching from the side of Mika. But look at that Lily. It's actually receiving tons of damage from the side of GPX Basreng. The Lord will be trying to hold here in the middle. But again, Uni able to secure as now. This is not looking good, to be honest. GPX going to 22 minutes. You know, the respawn time will be crazy. It was like 1 minute to respawn back into the land of dawn. The advantage of having the Vermes is only like the respawn time. It will be like very fast, and now they are diving more. Who will be able to hold it up? I mean, like, it's Lily along with Livy. Will they try to force it to the side of GPX Basreng or GPX Basreng? They're just gonna be like, okay, we are enough. We got what we want. We got at least the base mid lane base turrets here, and maybe try to clear off the top and bottom, because so far, look at that one. The wave is going in to the base of GPX itself.
That momentum gain, it's wow, I might say GPX Basreng finally showed off where their war can be prolonged that much, so they can down a lot of players from RQ Mika. But on the other hand, GPX Basreng, they really need to forcefully more. I would like to see how these plays out. Like those type of plays, I want them more, because it shows off to the full potential of how scary GPX Basreng can be using these 2 supports to prolong that war.
So right now it's like 23 minutes, 24 minutes of the game. It's getting later to the game. Just like what I've mentioned before, like the respawn time is just like crazy at this point. It was like 1 minute or even like 70 seconds or even more than that. So whoever got picked, it will be like pick up will be a very huge problem here, where Caramel, Gyogoi here trying to slowing down the movement coming from Caramel, but Gyogoi actually receiving tons of damage from the hand of this Funny, while GPX still trying to hold it up to the late game. Look at the wave of the minion in the bottom lane. Our Mika is still having that plenty of chances to win for this one, but GPX, they're holding their ground. They still want to go for it, and even they might be going to try to contest the Lord that is appearing on 8 seconds more. This is gonna be the 5th Lord on the land of dawn.
Okay, I might say GPX Basreng has risen for their full potential to fight on during that maybe 1 or 2 wars. But at the same time, if they are too focused on here, that minion wave management needs to be very clear. One of the heals has been popped off. Caramel being in the front line again with the Numinous Blast, charging in onto the back. That even the Nether Realm has been popped off again, trying to find a Grey Way Gyogoi, leaving a bit of a much, but Violet is just too focused on into the front, but even a Killing Spree cashing out again. Astral Eco turning it down. Violet really needs to move back, remembering that immortality already found here. Lele trying to clear off the wave so that RQ Mika can sneakily getting that minion. And let's not forget that Lord is just going to be a free one secured by RQ Mika.
No,
RQ Mika needs to fight back here. GPX Basreng just got that Lord. RQ Mika needs to hold their defense pretty strong,
and they need to play with their high ground movement. I think like right now they're just like relying a lot into Lele. Lele was like, okay, I'm gonna try to give the damage as much as I can, try to bait it out, try to lower the movement while waiting for Tan and Gyogoi to respawn back into the land of dawn. They're giving them chances to maybe have the second chance here, second moment for Arakimika to turn back the table, because without the base stars, a living. Oh my god! Booty! Those damage are crazy with the glowing one.
Nether Realm is just popped off. Xinqiao is just full on going to that base, and nobody can stop them apparently.
Victory!
What is happening? Suddenly the game changed into the hand of GPX. They just like wait I was mentioning this before, like waiting for a moment for the opponent to make a mistakes and
And we're going to see the highlights on how they tried to play it out. Then again, the player of the game is Funny. Funny is just being the one here with the another round popped in like quite good. Both of them held on to that ultimate. They really don't want to just pop it off too early or maybe popped it off too late, but they need to know the great timing where actually Mika maybe ran out of skills. They need to wait for the Beatrix to pop off with that Venus Rage or even a Nibiru's Passion or even a single time here like right now, even though that another realm is popped off, cancelled off by the Numinous Blast, but it's actually a moment where act helped Jin Chao to survive. And even though Caramel being in the front line is actually a very tough thing to do.
you know what? Let me be honest. For like 16 minutes of the game, it was the side for Araki and Mika who are getting the lead for every single war. Like some of it maybe Araki and Mika unable to get the chance to get all the kills, but GPS Basreng was struggling so hard despite they have the blessing of the Goddess, Nether Realm. It's not stopping Araki and Mika, it's even contesting it more to decide. But this is the moment when Tan is being picked off by the hand of Funi, and after that there is a Livy, I think Livy or Ash being picked off after that, and it suddenly changed, swiftly changed to the side of GPX. They were going for the Lord, they are able to secure Kyogoi, they are able to secure Tan without that retribution, without that disturbance from the Lolita. They are able to get the Lord and marching directly with the Lord and securing the game. It was a game changing because they are able to secure Tan along with the Kyogoi at that particular moment, and that damage from Funi, it is nasty. That damage,
That last part though.
the last part with the penetration, the blood wings, that's why those damage deepen more coming from Funi.
That's-
Divine Glaive, blood wings, holy crystal, that is nasty.
That is just purely wild beyond
It
like your
is.
wildest dreams. So, but let's see. The kills aren't really that far off.
Yeah.
Mika got 10, GPX Basreng got 9. But either way, that MVP is really well known deserved for Funny because supporting all of that is just really, really immense, giving that much of an impact during the war. And for GPX Basreng, they really got the chance to move out here. Even only the Estes that got in that flash of the Oasis to pop off that passive nicely, and Chinchao played very, very patiently. In the early, they really tried in to press down Chinchao, and she kept it quiet. She kept on farming, she kept on maybe getting into the wars late so she can put on more damage there. A lot of the factors actually played in, but I really liked how she got in late just to distribute that much of a damage there. So far, how GPX Blushring